NEWBEE smoke up. They're escorting the Centaur to go and collect some stacks. Let's check it out. Serenity are trying for the counterplay.
Is this the new meta? Is just I mean, I get that Centaur will get some stacks, but like now they're gonna counter gank it for 4 fucking retaliate stacks. Is that where we're at?
The meta is developing before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, Kevin, I'm looking through the chat. They're finally caught up with us, and it turns out we have a lot of 12-year-olds in the chat. So you're going to need to chill a bit, cool it on the language.
But does everybody want the bathwater?
Yes, a lot of people want the bathwater. So, Kevin, you've really got a potential business opportunity here.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought about that.
Yeah, me too.
Why not just, like, we could pool together. You know, we have a lot of great minds.
All of our body hair. All of our discarded body hair.
No. What if we all just climb in a pool, and then we just bottle the pool water?
Oh, that's smart, dude.
I was thinking, I wanted
all of the Dota 2 talent in one bottle.
I wanted to meme and tweet about, like, I've got 1 bottle of Grant bathwater for sale, and just have this really dirty bottle of water. It's like got pollution in it. It's glowing green. It's irradiated.
2/2 bounties. It's an offlane Lesh. They did deprioritize the Omni Knight a little bit, so Omni is now the position 4. So they want the Lesh to be the Naga counter. NEWBEE are choosing to dodge or choosing to go aggro with their lane, and we do have the Earth Spirit plus the Grimstroke plus the Naga down here, putting some pressure on poor old Wraith King.
Use your AoE, guys. Oh wait, you have literally none. Okay.
What's AoE? Could you explain? I don't know that acronym.
See, that's a spell that when you use it, it affects lots of things.
It affects an area. It has an area of effect.
Did you know that it's not actually an acronym because you don't say it as one word? It's an abbreviation. An acronym has to be said as the one word, like radar, sonar, NASA, etc. The more you know.
Somebody could have burned you so good there if they're quick. I don't have an idea, but there's got to be some like acronym I could have used to like say you're. I don't know.
I'm busy observing.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
Just like you are trying.
It's like
I'm just kidding.
Imprisonment into the. It's fine. You know what? I'll show the action, and the audio over the top can be whatever. It's fine.
I mean, you could have just said like, "Well, you suck, Kyle," and that would be, you know, "Shut up, Kyle."
No, that's not wise enough.
No?
There had to be something good, some like acronym or something. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, probably not.
I kind of like, I personally really like doing like nuker 3s. I think it's a really good way to pressure carries. If you have a good lane, you can completely zone them, especially if they're ranged like Leshrac. So it kind of, I feel like it gives them a second mid in some ways.
Yeah, and Lush can take the tower as well, right? That's
that's a really good point. If they leave, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Earth Spirit's making a little cross-map journey, not really picking up a whole lot of experience on the way. He went and harassed mid, now he's coming up top. After he crossed the mid lane, they knew exactly where he was going. They've got 2 observer wards for the Radiant, so they know what he's up to. They're not going to let him connect this pull, more than likely, but...
Have you guys tried to connect the pull on the Radiant side lately?
It's really difficult.
That shit's hard.
Yeah. It's got to be like the last creep on like half HP.
It's like a tiny window now.
Meanwhile, this is the awesome one. I love this pull.
Speaking of creeps, did you ever watch the movie Creep? Because it's really creepy.
I haven't seen it.
You're trying so hard to get away from this game. What the fuck was that?
Dude, the laning phase, and it's dual lane. It's like, what's going to really happen?
I mean, I just got here. I haven't watched that many regionals yet, so I'm actually like,
how does this?
I'm ready to fuck around, but I'm not like that.
How does this mid lane matchup work? Wind Ranger versus OD. What's the edge here?
They probably just farm, right? Because like Wind Ranger outranges. Yeah.
Power
Speaking of farm,
have you ever been to a farm? What's your favorite farm animal?
Cows, obviously.
You're trying to grand get right now, dude.
Nah, cows are low tier, dude. That's
not true. Dairy products are a wonderful thing. And I will worship them
it's
for that alone.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I don't want to. I don't want to engage on this topic.
That's what I feel whenever somebody asks me, like, would you rather?
Pigs versus cat. I guess you do have the dairy edge.
Dude, speaking of topics, you remember going to Hot Topic when you were a kid?
Nope.
Like 15? Yeah, I don't either.
How much of your wardrobe is still Hot Topic?
None.
None?
I thrift store exclusively.
Damn.
Oh, nice pull, though. This is very nice.
Wallet chain?
No.
What if somebody tries to steal your wallet? What are you going to do?
Just probably
make more money.
just make some more money. Raji's in trouble. This might be our first blood here. Fenrir with the nuke. Gia coming in with the auto attacks. They want this. Fenrir's got it. Aventador, not a whole lot that he can do, unfortunately.
Can we just call him Shadow? What's with change?
I hate it.
Your name the same.
Yeah, Swindle
You won
Melons.
TI.
Keep your name the same.
I went back to my roots, okay?
Swindle?
I didn't change my name. I just returned to my original identity.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. Hey, Swindle.
No,
what do you
Kyle, God.
No. Stay to your roots, right?
Damn, dude, you called him out so hard. You're so right. Even though Kyle's easier to say, it's easy to remember, but
I honestly think
It's just a better name. My parents knew what they were doing, okay? I shouldn't have gone against them.
that's true.
It's better than what my names were previously. Jesus, when I was 13, my first WoW character was
What
a
could
Night
be
Elf
worse than
rogue.
Swindle Melons?
A Night Elf rogue called Shadow Moon X.
Okay, you got me.
all right.
That's extreme.
Action on the raid
I
team.
really didn't.
Aventador going down. I mean, Shadow.
There's no way that you could ask that you hit it.
You know what's funny is I really should have kept my best tag was when I switched servers, I changed my name to Replaceable, and that would have
pretty good.
fit my brand perfectly.
All right. 2-2 bounty split. NEWBEE leading 2 kills so far. So the thing that we like about the Serenity lineup is just the heroes, just the hero matchups. The AoE against the Naga. Wraith King, good hero.
They have some AoE against the Naga, but not that much. I don't know. Like they literally have to like chains the Naga to kill him, and they've got an OD on their team as well. So I kind of feel like NEWBEE's gonna be able to take team fights kind of straightforward.
I just think the saving mechanics are too strong. You have no reset on Serenity outside of the Omni Knight Dispel, and SCCC and the Naga have resets.
I thought you were favoring Serenity though.
No, I debated you guys and said I think NEWBEE's gonna win.
I like them. but
Okay.
I mean, I really like those heroes a lot.
It's
I don't know.
It's gonna come down to every kills don't matter. Lanes don't seem like they matter that much anymore. It's about the mid-game team fights and whether or not one side is on a clock. In this game, I think NEWBEE not only have the huge late-game advantage,
For sure.
but if you're gonna take a fight around an objective or the pit, how do you win with Song available? You know, you're going to need triple BKBs, and I just don't think they're going to get those up in time.
All right. They're going on the Grimstroke. Just managed to get the Inkswell out.
Status resistance.
But they're just slowing him down with this 1 point in the Degen Aura. Forces the Stampede.
I'm a little surprised that they Stampede just for support, personally.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's a bit
I would have
strange.
waited a bit longer, you know, see if he actually makes it out.
I mean, he looked dead to me. They were definitely going to kill him with Degen Aura.
He didn't look dead to me. I think he's...
He had level 1
Either Shock
Degen.
maybe coming back up.
They're both
Oh,
fast.
they're staying on top of the Naga Siren over in the trees here.
Ganker before she's
Gets
6.
fogged. The fog of War too strong. Fenrir looking to turn this one around. He's actually going to be the one who pays the price. It looks like. I don't. Was he? Did he even need to put his body on the line like that?
I mean, I do it regularly, and it works for me.
Tank the gank.
I die a lot.
Save your carry.
I just tell myself I'm doing the right thing. I don't know. That was, I mean, the Naga was fine. I don't think Naga was necessarily going to die. I agree with that. But they would have had to get a shackle and then follow it up. But and Wraith King, like, part of the problem, I mean, he does 100 damage with his first skill point, but you have to get a lot of skellies because it accelerates you. So,
Yep.
I don't know. Wraith King is, like, good if you fight a lot and use skeletons, but he's not the biggest threat. So I think Naga would have lived.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We haven't seen NEWBEE, by the way, play a legitimate match since the minor qualifiers for Epicenter. They actually were in the lower bracket final against Vici and
I mean,
lost
they
there.
had to play opens, right? That was.
Yeah, and they bombed the minors, but they were mega tilted at the time, and still a very new stack. But they're definitely my dark horse to just take this qualifier.
Deep ward here behind the
If you
tower.
stop touching that keyboard like that, Kyle, I could hear that.
But
You were, like, tapping a key.
you can hear this?
Yeah, you were pressing. Yeah, I can hear
You
that.
think the whole stream can hear it?
Yeah, probably.
That's probably really annoying.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it's in person. I'm hearing it, not through the
Not to the mic. That's probably true.
you should
If I got my
They're waiting for ZYD
Oh.
over here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, definitely knock that off. I'm gonna
okay, I won't do that anymore, Kevin.
put instant coffee in your cup again if you do that shit.
Dude, I am so done. I asked if there was a coffee pod here, and they said yes, and they lied to me. Apparently, in 2019, that means that a little pod that fits into a
way
doohickey.
easier.
I don't care. It's not real coffee.
future.
This is what
Kyle.
would happen if you worked here. You'd be
Welcome
like,
to
we
the
need a
future.
pot of coffee.
Invis Shadow Shaman. Here he goes. On to SCCC. Big damage from the power
Got
shot.
very far in a wand, though.
Yep, he's got the wand charges. Roll in. Now they're looking for the kickback onto Raji. Banish him. Salve up. Wait for everything. SCCC
Dodges.
with the sidestep on the power shot. And they're going to spoon feed him the kill. Nice rotation from the Earth Spirit. NEWBEE keeping their lead.
So you would basically be like, let's get a coffee pot. You make a pot of coffee and you'd be the only person that drinks it. Everyone else would be like, you know what? I feel like having a vanilla X from X plate. It's just easier. It's just easier.
Yeah, but you know what else is easy, Kevin?
What?
Slacking. Being lazy. And I don't like to take the easy road, Kevin. I'm not a quitter, all right?
It's not really easy. It's about people having their preferences. That's all. That's it.
Okay. Base Kib, you're going to have to decide this and settle it.
Huh?
What makes more sense? having a coffee pot or an individually used?
I'm not a coffee drinker. The little pod machines are really bad for the environment, though, right? Because the pods are.
That's true.
Yeah, if we actually want to go to space, we probably need to stop using those. So.
No, if we want to go to space, who cares about the environment?
We just eject them at the airlocks. I don't know what.
That's true.
What's the big deal, dude? They can float through space for
I was
forever.
reading. There's actually an issue with space debris because there's so many people throwing up satellites nowadays without
chain stun on the
long-term
Naga.
plans.
Rotation from the Leshrac. This is a big kill. TP in from SCCC trying for the save.
Well.
He does have the Sandy's Eclipse, throws it out. Now they will bring down the Wraith King. Doesn't manage to use his ultimate. The Mono was too much. Roll in from the Earth Spirit, who cleans up everything and now tries for the tower deny, but the Skeletons are too powerful.
That was sick, dude. That was so worth it.
So 2 cores for 2 cores.
Yep.
The best cores, literally the carry potential for a NEWBEE.
Yep.
Both killed in the sand lane. That was so good.
Who actually got the last hits on those? So
He got both right there.
yeah, he got both on the Lesh.
The Lesh
Oh, he's farmed.
It's the same as the previous game where the DP falling off really hurt eHome. Lesh, though, since you're so far ahead, like he's all their tempo right now. Wherever Lesh goes, Serenity are strong, and that's about as good as you can hope for.
I mean, he was their last pick, right? So it's supposed to be a good hero this game. Do you worry at all about Leshrac like hitting a little bit of a wall here? Is there? It feels like sometimes his survivability kind of caps out.
And that's a concern when you consider you're playing against Earth Spirit, Grimstroke, Centaur. There's so much lockdown that it's very easy for them to jump on top of him. But you do have an Omni Knight.
His BKB timing is good, right?
It's less about the BKB. I think as Lesh, you don't want to be forced into it early. You want to be able to rely upon your Omni. And you need that hero that gives you that increased survivability.
All right, there you go, Kevin. Dispellable cannot be dispelled.
Cannot be dispelled. Told you.
No, we know.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I had some hope when I read that. I was like, maybe there is a way to beat it.
There is no counter.
I feel kind of sad for Omni and Magnus at the moment. It feels like if Empower is good, then Magnus will just get picked and he'll put 4 points in Empower. And it's kind of the same way with like Heavenly Grace. If Heavenly Grace is good, people will just pick Omni Knight and just to play with this.
Yeah.
It's
there's a lot of heroes like that actually.
I mean,
it's depressing sometimes.
There's been other heroes in the past that we had to support terribly.
We got a fight coming up for the mid tower here. Let's be ready.
Is it a fight?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, there's a lot of time. You just interrupted him. That was really rude.
Oh, sorry.
Is it just Edict killing this tower?
What was that, Kyle?
Yellow. Goodbye.
Has fallen.
Well, that's it. Oh, he's going Bloodstone. Ooh. Bloodstone Lesh.
I like it.
All right.
Just get the raw HP. Get Grace.
Tanky.
Go forwards.
The mana, he also needs tons of mana regen against
It's nice against some of the mana burn,
And OD. Like if OD ultis him in a fight and burns like all of his mana, he's useless. So it's actually really nice to have super mana regen.
But it does mean he's going to take some damage from it as well, right? He's not going all int. It's true. It's just mana.
I don't think that's a huge deal though, personally.
Blink on Centaur. It's quite early.
Yeah, it's not going to kill him, right? He's got 3.5 int growth, so
he's a strong pony, man.
He'll be okay.
Disco pony.
Okay, so they got the blink dagger coming out. Maybe make some kind of a smoke play. At this point, Naga's just going to be hitting creeps. Does have the defusal queued up first, so that would seem to suggest that Gia wants to join a fight a little bit earlier. I think the Yasha first farms a little bit faster. Or yeah, Yasha or Manta. Oh, Stampede getting popped. What have they found? It's jumping over onto the mid lane. They do just find the Wind Ranger. Burst her down. Serenity were waiting up on the high ground, hoping that someone would come up the ramp, but they don't find anyone, and they just lose their mid.
Dire's top tower.
Take those. Take those.
Oh, Skeleton Army is pushing top.
Isn't the Wind Ranger the offlaner base Kip?
He was farming mid. He was playing mid this whole game. I mean, he is the position 3, I guess, but...
How do you mean he was playing mid? Lesh was mid.
No,
were you watching this game?
I'm just testing you, dude. I'm trying to gaslight you real quick.
All right.
Real quick. That takes time, dude. Can't just gaslight somebody with one sentence.
Yeah. What's your definition of gaslighting, Kevin?
It's like a constant, persistent, making somebody stop believing their own viewpoints and perception of events. That way they get very confused and stop having faith in themselves.
It's a very good definition.
It's like playing on a Dota team when you're losing a lot.
Oh, they want the start. He's pretty tanky.
Oh, he's done for.
Yule setup. Got a lot of lockdown. This does not look like there's any way out for poor old Awen.
Yeah.
Down he goes.
And this is the big benefit of the Serenity draft. They can just play faster. They have more easy kill setups because you don't really want to be going active as an OD with Midas, right? But as Leshrac, you have so many stuns behind you. You just land a Yules into stun combo. Somebody's dead if there's no Naga nearby.
Yeah, and even though Naga's farming pretty well, it still is going to take her like 1 or 2 items. So as long as the other players are consistently moving and taking towers, stuff is happening, and Naga's going to feel the pain basically, not have as safe of places to farm.
What do you guys think about this Midas queued up for the Wind Ranger? She's in the middle of the pack.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
It would suggest that Serenity think that they can take this late. Right?
I hate that. I feel like it's a terrible item on Wind Ranger because you don't utilize the attack speed.
False.
What?
False. Focus Fire doesn't max your attack speed anymore. I'm pretty sure. They upped her.
It gives you 450 though.
It doesn't max it anymore.
The ceiling is really high, right?
They upped it. I'm pretty sure.
But the marginal value, OD gonna get saved here. Nice soul bind onto 2. Leshrac taking some damage. Wraith King also getting auto attack down. He doesn't have the reincarnation. Jeez. They shouldn't have been playing around here. Now the Wind Run duration getting completely wasted. The Hoof Stomp is coming off cooldown. They've got the Rolling Boulder. They got the net. They got everything that they need to find this kill. That is all 3 cores dying for nothing.
And that's the problem with the Serenity lineup. You want to play fast. You want to find these kills. But if it just so happens that NEWBEE are there, they're able to respond so easily with the Blink Centaur, the double. I mean, you have 1500 HP on the Earth Spirit as well. He has no fear of getting down and dirty into these engagements. Naga pops the song for the extra exit kill as well. He'll have a Manta finished in just 400 gold.
He's going to farm real fast. And Wraith King... I mean,
what was the Wind Ranger? It wasn't last pick, right?
No. Wind Ranger, they picked 4th.
Has anyone run this offlane Wind Ranger? Because I'm not sure how I feel about it right now.
I would say she's too level dependent to make that really successful. Like, it really helps her to go mid, because Power Shot is basically her farming tool, right?
It feels like there's a significant lack of beef on the Serenity lineup. They're kind of all in on this Wraith King as being their front line.
But his ulti isn't guaranteed
exactly,
this game.
Because the OD.
At least for a while, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's only level 11 for now, so it's gonna be a bit.
It's got a cool sword, though. Did you see that twirl?
The ice thing, yeah. Is it cooler than the Immortal, though?
Was that not awesome? Yeah, Skellies are real boring, but that was a really...
I like the skeletons more than the little wraiths, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
But what do the skeletons look like in China?
I don't know. Just little soldiers.
Yeah, it must be. I guess we'll be seeing it this year, probably.
Oh, yeah.
This Wraith King doesn't get picked.
True.
All right.
Well, they're still pushing.
Earthspirit's behind him. All right, man, just to get the roll away right as he comes into vision. Can they actually catch him with any kind of disable? Ooh. No. Raji's a little bit too slow.
Must have been on cooldown for power.
I don't think these items from Serenity are the right moves. Looking around at like the way the whole team is itemizing, like Midas on Wind Ranger, Bloodstone Lesh, Midas Radiance.
Greedy, right?
Yeah, it's so greedy. And you need BKBs for survivability. It's very similar to the previous game where the BKBs were necessary for both teams. How are you going to ever fight into NEWBEE around an objective if you don't have them? And how are you going to outscale an SCCC with Midas first and a Naga?
I agree, but there's only 2 towers left outside the base, right? So I feel like they've already made pretty good ground in terms of objectives. They've only lost their safe lane tier 1, right?
But they're not using it. They're not getting map control from it. I agree with you, but these towers are only effective as a tool to establish map dominance if you're playing enemy jungle. And they're all on their own side of the river right now.
They were on the enemy side of the jungle, then they all died.
Well, yeah, but that's the
Is
problem,
there any
right?
way for them to end before King 20, though? Like, is that even remotely a possibility? Do you not have to play for that?
Like, I don't think they're going to be able to end the game early, so they're saying, like, okay, we're going to try to go.
We're going to farm for the next 20 minutes, I guess.
That's my impression.
I think the Wind Ranger Midas is probably the most questionable, but 2ID is having a pretty average game.
This is below average for sure. I mean, it's
this is a Kevin level game.
I'm a good Wind Ranger, thank you. But
yeah, that's what I said. It's Kevin level.
No,
it's not that
I don't
bad.
play support that often, but I mean, I would have died 15 times if this is.
What do you play in pubs, Kevin?
I like picking a different hero every game, if that makes sense.
What role?
Support 4 and 5s.
4 and 5. Okay.
I like 5 type heroes more typically, but
So you've been spamming Shadow Demon recently?
I did actually play him today and the last couple of days. Yeah, it's been working pretty well.
Yeah, he's cool. Cool here.
Dude, if we have time at the end, do you want to 1v1, Kevin?
No.
Oh.
Why would I do that? I'm not. One is easily like people are actually like good at mid nowadays. Like 5 years ago, and when I played mid, to be like it'd be okay, it'd be passable. When everyone tries so fucking hard and is like so min max that like people are like mid specialists, I get like dumpstered by mid specialists pretty consistently. So mid's my worst role. That doesn't sound fun at all. I'd rather just eat food and check Reddit or something.
But is Kyle a mid player?
He was.
True. It's the only year I ever made TI was playing mid.
True.
What about as a caster?
Still working on it.
Okay.
We'll see. But
Tower is under attack.
what do you do? Like honestly, I don't really know what to say about this game, to be completely honest, because nothing's gonna happen.
Everyone's just farming for a bit.
Yeah,
right?
like, well, no, I lied. The BKB on SCCC. So now he's actually just unstoppable, and because there's no BKBs on Serenity, they're just gonna run. This is gonna be like a fox in the hen house, folks.
You know, I was going to complain about him not having mobility to be able to use his BKB really well, but they've got center ulti, so
Yep.
yeah.
We got a pipe up too.
Yeah,
And Naga's still bottom.
Naga's pushing bottom. They know exactly that they're on this side of the map somewhere going for the bounty runes. They're going to get the jump in over onto the Omni Knight. That is going to be total freebie. And looking for a little bit more. They do get
bottom
the
lane?
TP out. Heading towards bottom.
Oh, he's
but-
no mana.
Oh,
He needs mana. He got
no.
TP.
Just enough. That was tense.
Where did he lose mana from?
I think he was just farming really aggressively.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, he got a lot of damage on this tier too.
He does lose the bounty runes bottom, which is annoying.
Yes.
It looks like there were TPs active on every hero of NEWBEE. They just didn't utilize them to go grab them.
No.
It's unfortunate. Bloodstone is up on PYW, but he's going for the Sumail style. Very greedy. Yule's Bloodstone into bots now, but again, you will not be able to fight. I don't care what these items are doing until he has a BKB.
Is he going move speed talent or strength talent this game?
I'd say movement speed because he's got Bloodstone. His health is like decent-ish.
Yeah, I'd agree. They're gonna smoke up, but I don't know, folks.
He's got to run with a Naga. That's hard, man.
They're going in.
Yeah, that's true. Zero deep, can jump.
Yeah,
Silence,
one run off.
stun, but
Oh,
they do get the Heavenly Grace to keep him alive. They're looking for the turner. You got to be careful
trying
with
to die.
focus firing the Centaur. Retaliate is not what you want to be hitting.
Especially without phase boots. You know, he doesn't have any armor right now. Oh, they're gonna keep going.
Yep. All right.
This is dangerous.
A little bit of lockdown into Awen. Can he make it over to the shrine? They've all got the save from SCCC coming in now.
Got a BKB.
Locks him down. Aventador needs to be careful. Does have a mango to try and sustain his mana along with the stick charges. They lose the Centaur.
Yeah.
Fenrir now in some danger.
This is a good recognition by Serenity. They know the Naga's bottom with no TP, so they can get aggressive and look to push. Actually, Naga had TP up right as that fight was kind of getting to its midpoint, but not able to make a play there. And Serenity, they're thinking about Roche, but the problem is you just can't fight in the pit. Knight, hello?
He did a really good job in that fight. He instantly dispelled the Centaur stun. Really helped
Roll in.
facilitate.
Oh, can get the lockdown though.
Oh, is he gonna live?
He's in danger. Chain stun. SCCC. Poor
That's a huge
reactions.
miscue.
That was all because of the Midas on Wind Ranger that happened right there.
No, it's not. That had nothing to do with it. Do not lie to our viewers, Purge. They're very impressionable.
They didn't like not have his screen in a position to see the Windrunner because he just didn't press the button.
that was easy. I mean, how many times have we
That's a
seen?
gimme.
Yeah, that's one of the easier BKB dodges. I think you could do that, basically.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe he thought.
How bad do you think I am, Kyle?
Pretty bad.
Maybe he thought he was too far
I'm
away
not
from the
great.
trees.
I'm immortal to 2,500.
Well, that's not bad, actually.
In what region? See?
SCA.
In Australia,
Well, we're on the SCA leaderboard.
there's 2,600 players, and he's the 2,500.
Dude, there's so many players in the sea.
Yeah, everyone in Australia is immortal. That'd be great.
This is probably like the highest average MMR cast.
Yeah, probably
Maybe.
is actually. I mean, compared to our other regions, not pointing fingers.
I don't even know who's been working. That was a really ignorant thing for me to say. I'm just trying to start fighting.
What
let
happened?
Let the Twitter beef begin.
What, I've seen Kevin at a few events. He's always very professional, backstage.
The hub is
Wearing a
too
suit.
the hub is too relaxed.
He showed up. I've heard
Also,
more.
you've infected him. I think is the problem. You're a bad
Don't
influence.
get foul credit from me, please.
If anything, Kevin's the bad influence.
Oh yeah.
But I just want to know. I've heard like he's swearing, he's flaming. Like where's this guy?
I don't know, man. It's a qualifier.
So what is the TI qualifier? It's gonna be a $40 million
It's
tournament.
also a 3-man cast. I really like 3-man
Script
casts because you can just It's more like a hang out with friends and talk about Dota, you know? You know what
I'd say it's more like hanging out. The with friends part is a little iffy.
Sure. Yeah, I could do it with people that aren't my friends, but
Okay.
just talk Dota,
NEWBEE
man.
Smoke looking for something. They find the Wraith King. That's trouble for him. Does he actually manage to get the ulti? He's
Got Blink. He could get out.
Lost already as well.
They catching a little bit more. They want to fight around the Wraith King. He's trying to get to the shrine. They're going to let him. W waiting. He's doing decent damage. And it is a clip. Gets dropped. The Bloodstone heal helping to keep him alive. Once again, get the reset out of the Naga Siren. Giga. Power shot snipe.
That's because of Midas. The hand of Midas. Power shot.
NEWBEE. Paris of Troy.
They need the retreat. SCCC trying to TP out in the tree line. He is going to escape. PYW looking for both stuns. Only going to lock down the Earth Spirit. Not going to get shackled, but ZYD with the very, very fancy auto attack effect is going to bring him down. And that is actually a pretty nice fight for Serenity. All of it is off the power shot snipe, though. That's
Yeah, that was really good. It's good that he was low enough that the power shot actually gets a kill too. He got a power shot talent as well. I don't know if he had that at the start of the fight, but that's a lot of damage. It's like, what, 540 damage or something like 575? Okay. Pretty good. So the Midas actually does help him farm neutrals and push waves way faster, honestly. Because like if you Maelstrom doesn't give attack speed anymore, so if you go like phase Maelstrom by itself, you attack so slowly. So just like his regular auto attacks between power shots is actually going to be accelerated, not to mention the gold gain. So in some ways I kind of like it because realistically on Wind Ranger, by the your next item is gonna be BKB, and you're gonna buy like a Blink Dagger, and then maybe later you'll buy your next damage item. That's a lot of time where you're still pretty damn effective if you just get a shackle shot, and you can always power shot. So in some ways, like it is a weird item, but in terms of like farm level and net worth, it's gonna be really good. And when he hits 25, then he's gonna be baller tier.
Yep, it's a good point. And in addition, if this game goes late, the Midas is always good, right? It pays for itself in what, like 22 minutes or so. If it goes 40 plus.
How afraid are you of the triple BKB timing from Serenity if you're NEWBEE? Because it's coming. It's on the way. Leshrac BKB, Wind Ranger BKB, and Wraith King also getting BKB.
It's that one fight where they... Oh, hang on.
Catch it mid. Does manage to get the pipe off. Pretty tanky. Not quite enough damage. SCCC always there, ready with save. But they do bring all of the cores mid. NEWBEE... GG probably just wanted to farm those.
They've got the blink on SCCC. The thing is, you can see the Hex queued up by SCCC.
He just fought a Kaya too.
Yeah, this is that's the time where the shifts, because to your point about the BKBs, it's all about initiating before they can be utilized, and that's the Hex. You want to find the Omni Knight if you can, and no BKB piercing disable for either team. So it's just going to come down to initiation, as most games in this meta seem to.
But if Omni's in a good position, though, he can absolutely solve all those issues.
Sure, well, that's why you got to go for him. He can't save himself. Yeah.
You can if you use it on you ahead of time. I kind of dash resistance, man.
Illusions being cleared. Very safe siege here from Serenity. Not really risking anything. They've still got this Aegis up for another 25 seconds. And we will have a quick pause from ZYD.
Oh, you want me to get you an instant coffee while we're waiting?
I wouldn't mind it.
I'm not going to do that.
You don't,
Oh, well.
You don't need a monster energy?
No.
Okay.
Executor.
An offer.
What do you guys think about feel about Axe right now on Wind Ranger? I see it a lot, decent amount.
I don't like it as a... I think you get an MKB first in this game. Because while Ags is nice, I think it's more important.
Right?
Pretty much.
They're going to have to fight into the BKBs a little bit to wear them down so that SCCC can be stronger later, right?
It's just that Serenity eventually run into damage problems later in the game. Because you have so much... you're just going to spam Astrals, it's going to be songs, it's a 4-staff already up. What about this Blade Mail on YC? What about... I don't know about this.
It's probably against Leshrac.
You can just run at the Lesh, I suppose.
Kind of good against
He can't really get... It deters the focus fire a little bit, but I don't think he's ever going to be the one targeted.
Yeah, fun fact, YC actually got his first start because he was a big... he would always play with YYF on stream. And the team in China is like, why would you do that, YC? And then everybody spams him.
We'll see if he has any of those moments this game.
Well, he bought a Blade Mail. That's why.
Yeah? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
What would you prefer to see? The Vessel or... Okay.
Anything else?
Smoke from Serenity. Here we go. Triple BKB. Radiance off for full stealth mode. Can they find anything? The Leshrac does have VODs to get here, so if they take a fight near the wave, they do also have a glyph. They can glyph the wave, TP in. But looks like they are not going to be going bottom. Instead, they're actually swinging over towards the Dire jungle, as NEWBEE also making a 5-man movement of their own. They do now have the heart up on the Naga Siren, level 18. But it looks like it won't end up being any action.
Sorry, quick clarification. My meme expert just got back to me. It was actually, have you learned that, YC, not why would you do that.
Oh.
He would just kind of, instruct him and make sure that he was aware of things. And now he's on NEWBEE, so hey, it worked.
Taking lessons from the old guard. Oh, they got a jump. Who have they found? Wind Ranger does actually manage to get out the window, and they're focused firing onto the Naga Siren, but she does get out. Nice song, but the BKBs are here. Do they have any more lockdown?
Oh,
the stun from the Wraith King coming off. Cooldown in time. Naga Siren in some trouble. Does have another mirror image, but gets shackled. And Serenity in the right place at the right time with the right items.
Watching her die gave me pleasure. That was enjoyable.
Just seeing the Naga Siren bite the dust.
She song their double Grimstroke ulti, and they just didn't care. They're like, this is fine. We got 2 stuns. It was good.
Very
good.
nice.
A lot of charges on this Bloodstone now for the
That's a nice. I mean, I think he's farming really nicely as well because.
Oh, this is the dream. You have 500 move speed.
He's just on map, non-stop. All right, they roll in on top of the Wraith King. Are going to try and go on him. He doesn't have the BKB this time around, so maybe they can burn down his mana. Trouble for the Earth Spirit. He's in the front lines. Doesn't get the blade mail off.
What are they doing
Didn't even press the button. They're trying to hold the high ground. Wraith King's strong and in the front line. Shackle lands onto both. Force staff away, helping out one, but not going to help out SCCC. They just changed target. He does have a buyback, but Serenity are inside of the base. Nice 2-man stomp from Awen. NEWBEE.
And NEWBEE just getting owned here. What was that?
They're just going to give away one lane, it looks like.
There's no blink on the Wind Ranger. They just lined up.
They're going in. Roll in doesn't actually connect. And now trouble for YC. He's in big... Omni Knight getting caught, but the shackle lands onto 2. SCCC not actually doing any damage. These BKBs are back off cooldown. And Serenity take their prize. They got the tier 3 tower. They can go and take the shrines. And NEWBEE just handed it to them.
That's the second death of SCCC. That was solely his mistake. And it's a shackle shot once again.
That was a really long shackle shot, though.
I mean,
wasn't that like really long?
Yeah.
And they had 1 force staff, but they forced the other guy. Then they fall up stunned on OD. It was good.
That's a pretty huge win for Serenity. And also, one of the things about the heart purchase on the Naga, you slow down your item progression significantly. You see a lot of Scotties, butterflies, but when you get this heart and you're not able to fight, like, you don't clear waves nearly as quickly with these illusions.
But he kind of needs it against like a big AoE dealer like Leshrac. So if Leshrac wasn't there, the heart, maybe you can skimp on it, but you need so much HP when your illusions are taking bonus from Lesh. True.
And you got a power spike on this Lesh as well. That level 20 plus 50 Pulse Nova, that's now true. Doing 230 DPS. You can see if Serenity gets those initial stuns off, especially on VOD, like they will kill everything.
ZOID's almost got his Ags up. SCCC chilling out up here on top. They managed to find the jump in onto the electric, but he gets the Yules off. He didn't quite manage to press the Bloodstone and didn't use the BKB either. Could have potentially survived. Just thought that his team was there and that he might be able to get out.
Heck.
He's dead finally.
Dude, that Crimson against Focus Fire. It's a lot better now, I guess, huh? Because you can't reduce it until you're 25.
Okay, well, Naga rats bottom a little bit, but that was... I guess that's true. What the trade favors NEWBEE, buys him a little bit more time. Kill off the Lesh. Both teams scouting for Roche at the moment, and it is going to be up. Oh, this Wraith King illusion versus the Roche on respawn timer. I think they'll just see it. It's all close to a max spawn anyway, so both teams should know.
Might have like lingering vision that covers it anyways if they're watching. All right, Ags. Yep, he's queuing up. MKB next.
Yeah. Is the Ags really value here?
It's so much mobility.
You're purely defensive though.
You're basically permanently wind run.
Okay, it's value.
You can perma wind run and you're Indus. So you're basically it's essentially like a Shadow Blade, while also being a defensive item. Like
that's pretty good. I like it.
How fast you run? 650, 675. That's really good, in my opinion.
Why are you clarifying with your opinion? We already know it's your opinion. You said it.
I don't know. habit of speech.
You're a nice guy, Kevin.
No, I'm not. Sometimes, yes. Most of the time.
All right, Roshan up. Aegis and Cheese.
You can't fight it. Your buybacks are on cooldown, so NEWBEE, you're afraid. They're going to look to smoke for it, but will they make it in time?
They're going to pop BKBs as this gets low. Are they worried about the song?
You should be, but theirs are going to down fast enough. And they won't make it. And Naga Illusion's not scouting out the pit.
All right. PYW pops it.
Did he need a BKB? I guess he was probably worried about song. It's probably why.
Yeah.
Just a safety, just in case like Naga was there. That would be so bad if she just songed it.
Walked
Nobody
in,
could grab it.
Yeah,
exactly.
took the Aegis.
It's probably worth burning one charge in a high stakes game.
I like that they only pop it on only the hero that's supposed to be picking everything up is the one that pops it.
Yeah.
They don't waste multiple.
Then if song comes, it's like, okay, you had Aegis, maybe your BKB's wasted, but now you have Aegis and the fight does start. It's kind of a cool idea.
He's going for a Shiva's Neme. He's got so much AoE damage.
Yeah,
and he can even itemize for more, right? You can still go for the Ags if you feel like you need even more against the illusion. So
have you built it before? Ags Unleash?
I have not, no.
Oh, that's pretty fun. You do a lot more single target damage.
Terrible. Isn't that the one that makes you... It spawns a...
you just cast random lightning storm.
But it doesn't bounce.
It doesn't bounce, correct, but it's every 1.75 seconds, I think. And the range is like huge, and it has no cast animation time. It like instantly hits. So if somebody's like...
Yes, but against illusions, it doesn't...
Lightning side gunner.
It's like lightning side gunner. If it's a single like really tanky unit, it's definitely better because Lush is very AoE, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to kill like one guy, Axe can be very good. And if you're against a lot of melee heroes, it's really good.
But I see what Cal's saying. My point was about clearing more illusions. It's not necessarily a item at clearing.
I don't necessarily even agree with that. Like, I mean, yes, like Kaya is really good at increasing his overall damage, but if you're just trying to kill stuff faster, it's not a bad way to increase his DPS. Genuinely.
All right. Wraith King's just up on the high ground. He's got that level 20 now, so doesn't have to be so afraid. Got his Mjolnir also picked up. They got tools. Awin wants to come in from the side. What kind of jump can they find? They are going to go in onto the Wraith King first, but they've already lost the lane of Rax. Serenity. They do manage to clean up these mass serpent wards, but when does the fight really start for NEWBEE? What's the BKB duration? Still got 8 seconds on the Wraith King, 9 seconds on the Wind Ranger, and Lesh 8 seconds as well. So still looking pretty healthy on that front, and NEWBEE just sitting around watching SCCC farm up this Hex.
I think what Serenity did really well was they got lots of good tempo kills, and they took a lot of towers early, and then I don't know, they've still been farming really quickly. There haven't been like a lot of really big team fights this game, but they've still been able to just slowly get ahead more and more, and it kind of led from like obviously the mid mistakes were big because they were able to pressure that Rax too, but I don't know, I think the way they play this game is pretty good. Oh, I love warding here. Is this your favorite place to ward too?
This is a sweet spot.
It's up there.
It's so good. It's so hard like
this is a pretty cool spot as well, but everybody knows about this one now. Like C's here and this camp.
I like if you click on the sentry, you see how there's I'm gonna just, if you move, I really like this spot, like right here.
Oh wait,
you place here.
Yep.
This like never.
It hardly. Yeah, people are like, oh, maybe it's here.
Yeah, that's usually where I ward.
Yeah.
But that hill one, I almost never have a quelling when I'm playing support, and I'm always like looking around at my cores, and I'm like, God, if only they knew. They walk past this spot all the time. Cut the tree, man, so I can ward that, you know?
This one,
also, these wards are awesome.
This one's really good too.
These really
like
deep ones.
Which one?
Where are you?
Oh, it's like
over here.
In front of...
Over here, because the sentry in base doesn't get it, and the sentry for this ward that would get placed here doesn't get it either.
True. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm sad that I
love wards.
They got rid of this one, right? At the back of this camp. That one got closed off by the trees. You used to be able to go back here and then put a ward up onto the high grounds. That was pretty cool. And not block the camp either. Also a big fan of back of this camp.
Yeah, some of those are really good.
Yeah. It doesn't block the ancients, but you still get some high ground vision up here. Anyway, back to the game.
By the way, they're getting Rax.
Yeah. Tier 3s it's falling, but you know, NEWBEE, they got to find some kind of a fight. What can they actually do?
The tower's dead so fast.
They've still got the Aegis for another minute. They're just trying to wait it out. I think SCCC needs to be the one to actually go in and do the damage for his team. Building up a couple of stacks, or trying to on the Wraith King. That's going to be his first life, but he's got the BKB for number 2. Masterboard's still going to work. Gia trying to find his angle. They are going to hex up onto the Wraith King. Can they focus him down? No. He gets the BKB off. The Heavenly Grace is there for him. The Dispel working perfectly.
They're not fighting with the BKBs, though. Now they're down.
Yeah.
NEWBEE's in trouble a bit.
All right.
The song on 4.
All right.
Okay.
Setting up, taking care of the wards. Awen looking for the Blink Stomp. Should be able to find it onto a couple, but the Blink away from the Wraith King. They're only going to get the Omni Knight now. Aventador comes back in.
They're on the
PYW is just in the back lines. He's got his BKB once again. He finds SCCC. That's no buyback. Gia trying to do the damage with the illusions, but the Leshrac, the Mjolnir, the Radiance, everything is clearing them out. He's got a buyback, but what can he actually do? It's looking like Serenity are just going to take this game.
Kyle, how could you possibly predict NEWBEE to win this game?
I didn't. I said Serenity would win.
You lied to no. You then you told us you were debating us, and you had switched to NEWBEE. Don't you remember that
can't
moment?
switch your prediction. That's the
You
rules.
did.
No, you're not allowed
They
to.
don't show up on the overlay though, so you know it doesn't. Are they really locked in?
Look, guys, we're in space.
All right, they're going for the Lesh. Chain stun, but Heavenly Grace lets him get off the Yules. Grimstroke getting chopped. Aventador brings him down. Looks towards the next support. He does have his ultimate back up, so he can just keep on fighting. ZYD is just everywhere.
Oh,
Another
that was
two-man shackle. Latches onto the Naga Siren. Can they keep this Naga alive? The BKB is saving her, but she's just not doing any damage.
You can see the problem with the lineup for NEWBEE is that SCCC can't commit. If he tries to get some stacks going and he gets initiated on, he's just dead. He was forced to pop BKB defensively, but then the moment he enters the fight again, there's a Rasta with a long shackle. Leshrac immediately guns for him because with the age